All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had a one of my long-term subscribers and perhaps biggest supporters on the internet, not just on this channel but on Random Street Theater, come out and tell me that he enjoyed this particular filming style. So I am going to go through here and do a couple of videos like that. Most of them will be on Random Street Theater. This is, of course, for my personal channel, because you're watching my personal channel. Here I have Dana is using me as using me as a safety blanket, and that is a little on the interesting side because I have a story about using something as a safety blanket for you. In the background here you have one of my photographs. This is an enlarging and coloring enhanced of essentially a spot of coffee that I took a picture of one morning. And something happened to me the other day. It turns out I had a resident who came back. So I work at a homeless shelter, those of you who don't know. Security officer. I spend maybe half of my work week, anywhere from all to half of my work week, at a homeless shelter. So about 4 days a week on average. I often work 6. And I had a resident that was particularly so drunk she did not know where she was. Went into the shelter, was observed, obviously, fined for some maybe 16 hours. And then as she slowly sobered up, because she drank a lot of alcohol, she went into seizure. And, you know, at 5 in the morning, with the cold that we've been having, I know it's California, we don't have terrible colds. So it was maybe around 42 degrees out, 44 degrees out at the time. Comes out with no socks on, you know, whatever she was sleeping in, I believe, and says, you know, can you call an ambulance? I'm having a alcohol withdrawal related seizure. And of course, you know, procedure at this point is, because I do not perceive an immediate danger, I have been asked to call a staff member and let them call the ambulance as opposed to calling myself as a security officer. I don't agree with this, but, you know, it is procedure, and so long as I have no moral qualm with it, you know, it's not going to take long. A staff member was out there in less than 30 seconds, and they evaluated the person and decided, yeah, we need to call 911. So as we're waiting for the fire truck, which is, the fire station is about 3 miles, I think, maybe less, from where I work. So I could hear the engine start its wailers and come on its way. And the woman said, you know, it's cold and it's making my seizure worse. Yes, Dana. Okay, calm down. Anyway, so she says, cold, it's making my seizure worse. And I did what anyone would do in this situation, which is take off my jacket and put it over her. And, you know, believe it or not, her whole body fit into my jacket. It looked like a blanket over her. And, you know, she kept that thing on until the ambulance came. And, you know, they were strapping her in, and she says, can I have a blanket? And they say, well, you put your jacket back on. She goes, it's not my jacket, it's his jacket. I don't want to take it from him. So you should have seen the smile on the fireman's face when he handed it to me. I don't know why he was so dang happy. After this happened, of course, the guards told me that I had lent my jacket to a homeless woman, because I work at a homeless shelter, and that's essentially what she was. And I should probably burn it. Which I didn't. I washed it, but there you are. And this is a moment out of my life. You know, and I commented on this on Facebook there, and, you know, people are giving me the crying emoji and telling me I'm a good person. But I think anyone, okay, there was another person there who didn't do the same. But maybe I just beat him to the punch. But I think anyone, any of the decent people that watch me would have done the same thing in this situation. So this is just one of those moments, and it's one of those moments that illustrates how a decent person behaves in a certain situation. Now, of course, I didn't put the jacket back on for the duration of my shift. I was out there very cold for another maybe hour and a half, which is nothing, really, compared to safeguarding a human life. And it's just one of those moments that I like to share with people. I find those to be good moments. You know, I had another moment before that, the evening before that, before going to work, where I met my friend Mark's new puppy. And they're like, oh, she normally hates it when people cradle her like a baby. Yeah, I'm good with animals. I'm also not that bad of a human being. Anyway, I want to share a moment with you. Here it's been. I'm Richard. This is Dana. This thing will not stop coming up. And I would like you to, tell me, if you were in that situation, would you have thought to give this person your jacket? I'm Richard. Greetings, humanity. I'm Fred the Facehugger here, and I'm here to remind you that Richard, the owner of this YouTube channel, wants to help the world. That's your world, not my world. He's trying to get trash out of the ocean, and he can pay for that only if he gets monetized. So do yourself a favor, like and comment on this video, and get your friends to subscribe, or else terrible things will happen that I will not have any control over, but then my species will take over the earth. So, yeah. Up to you. Worthless. Apathetic. But, easily face-hugged human. Fred out.